Oh God, no.
I walked into my kitchen and found a dead body on the floor. The worst part? It was my ex-boyfriend, and according to the police, I killed him. But I swear, I don't remember doing it. The girl who knew I didn't kill him. I didn't call 911, not immediately. Because when I opened my front door that night and saw Evan lying face down on my living room floor, blood spreading beneath him like a shadow, my first thought wasn't fear, it was confusion. Because I hadn't seen Evan in 3 years, and somehow, he was in my house, dead. I stood there frozen, keys still in my hand, trying to process what I was seeing. The TV was on, playing some late-night sitcom. A glass of water sat on the coffee table. Nothing looked out of place, except the body. My body started shaking. "Evan?" I whispered, even though I knew. I stepped closer, my shoes sticking slightly to the floor. That's when I saw the blood on my hands. Not a little, a lot. My stomach dropped. No, 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 no. I stumbled backward, hitting the wall. I didn't remember anything. Not how he got there. Not what happened. Not even the last few hours. The police came 15 minutes later. I don't even remember doing that. Everything after that turned into flashes. Red and blue lights, neighbors staring, a cold pair of handcuffs around my wrists. "Ma'am, you need to come with us." "I didn't do this," I kept saying. But even to my own ears, it sounded weak. Because the evidence? It was everywhere. My fingerprints on the knife, my blood mixed with his. No sign of forced entry. And worst of all, a neighbor claimed they heard me screaming earlier that night. At the station, Detective Harris sat across from me, calm and unreadable. "Clara," he said, sliding a photo across the table. "That's your ex-boyfriend, correct?" I nodded, staring at Evan's lifeless face. "We broke up 3 years ago." "Messy breakup?" I hesitated. "He cheated." Harris leaned back. "Motive?" "I didn't kill him," I snapped. "Then explain why he's dead in your living room." "I don't know." And that was the truth, the most terrifying truth I'd ever spoken. They kept me overnight. A holding cell. No sleep. Just one thought repeating in my head. What if I did it, and I just don't remember? The next morning, everything changed. Because of her. She couldn't have been more than 10 years old. Brown hair, pale skin, wide eyes that looked too serious for her age. She was sitting in the hallway outside the interrogation rooms when they walked me past her. And as I passed, she whispered, "You didn't kill him." I stopped. The officer tugged my arm. "Keep moving." But I turned back. "What did you say?" The girl looked straight at me. I saw what happened. Her name was Lily. She lived in the house across the street from mine. According to her parents, she had a habit of making things up. Imaginary friends, stories, nightmares. But when Detective Harris brought her in to talk, everything shifted. "I was looking out my window," Lily said softly, swinging her legs. "I couldn't sleep." "What time was this?" Harris asked. "Late, maybe after midnight." "And what did you see?" Lily hesitated, then pointed at me. "Someone who looked like her." My heart stopped. "What do you mean?" Harris leaned forward. "She went inside the house," Lily said. "But it wasn't her." Silence filled the room. "That doesn't make sense," Harris said. Lily shrugged. "It looked like her. Same face, same clothes." I felt a chill crawl up my spine. "And then," I whispered. Lily's voice dropped. "Then I saw the man run out." Everything went quiet. Harris frowned. "Run out?" "Yes, he was scared. Like, really scared." "That doesn't match the crime scene," Harris muttered. "Because Evan didn't die outside. He died inside my living room." That's when Lily said something that changed everything. He wasn't alone. The investigation reopened. They checked nearby cameras, and that's when they found it. A blurry security clip from a gas station 2 blocks away. Timestamp, 12:43 a.m. It showed me, or someone who looked exactly like me, walking with Evan. But I was at work until 1:15 a.m. I had proof, clock-in logs, witnesses. So who was that? 2 days later, they found her. Her name was Marissa Cole, and she had been living under a fake identity for years. Same height, same build, same face. She wasn't just similar to me, she was my biological twin. I stared at the file in disbelief. I don't have a twin. You did. I was adopted. I always knew that. But my parents never told me I had a sister. A sister who grew up in the system. A sister who had a record. Fraud, identity theft, assault. A sister who had been arrested twice for pretending to be other people, including me. The pieces started falling into place. Marissa had found me months ago, studied my life, my routines, and then she executed the perfect plan. She lured Evan back into my life, using my identity, brought him to my house, killed him, and left me to take the fall. But why? I whispered. Harris looked at me carefully. Because she hated you. They found her 2 states away, trying to start over again, with a new name, a new life. During interrogation, she didn't deny it. She smiled. You got the life I deserved, she said to me. I didn't even know you existed, I replied. That's the point, she snapped. I got nothing. Her eyes burned with something deeper than anger. Now we're even. She was charged with murder. I was released. Free. But not really. Because sometimes late at night, I still think about that moment. Standing in my doorway. Looking at Evan's body. Blood on my hands. A life I almost lost. Because someone else wanted to be me. And the worst part? If that little girl hadn't been watching, I'd be in prison right now. For a crime I don't even remember committing. Or maybe, that's exactly what she wanted me to believe.